Weeb. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, to another episode of Half a Clue Weeb Review.
Welcome back.
What's it called? Where we talk about our favorite Weeb content, and this today's Weeb content. We'll be talking about.
Keep saying Weeb.
Yeah, because we are at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many anime shows and movies have we covered at this point?
It's a good handful. This is like at least our fourth or fifth one.
And then Attack on Titan comes, and we officially have converted. And nothing wrong, nothing wrong. We love shows like this. But on today's episode, we'll be covering Demonslayer Season 2, mostly the Entertainment District arc, and a little bit of the Mugen Train.
Yeah. Mugen Train's been out for a while. I mean, both the movie and the show.
Yeah, and there's a great 22-minute video. I forgot the YouTube channel's name. That kind of goes over the differences between all. It even goes into. It's really cool. He goes into all the different cuts and everything.
Yeah, very interesting. Even like just how they change the music.
Yeah.
And stuff like throughout. Like you can Google it or YouTube it.
Yeah. I've after what? Okay, so let's just get into that. Oh, my name is Philip. And this is Ron.
Hey, I'm Ron.
And then what's it called? I just realized listening to some of our episodes, we forget to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
So what's it called? We just assume that you guys are loyal, avid fans and listen to every single episode.
Yeah. I know you. You listen to everything, and we appreciate you so much.
So So let's just get right into it. The Mugen Train arc. We're not gonna spend much time into it because you guys have already seen the movie. You guys already know most of the plot details. We all know that Rengoku versus Akaza is like super badass.
Incredible. Like really, probably one of my favorite anime fights ever. So good.
Gosh. Big what's it called? And we were actually looking up the pronunciation. We apologize to actual Japanese people who probably have a better pronunciation, but Ufotable or Ufotable?
Ufotable, I believe. That's how I heard someone say it.
Yeah, we'll just say Ufotable for now.
Yeah, I heard someone else say it. I'm sure it's awful.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm thinking because it's probably not table in Japanese.
Yeah, if someone knows the phonetic pronunciation, please literally spell it out for us in the comments.
Exactly. So,
I'd rather not live in ignorance.
So we'll just say this: Ufotable for now. We apologize.
Yeah.
I just figured out how to say Denis Villeneuve recently, so just wait till our worst person in the world episode. We will be butchering everybody's name.
Oh God, Norwegian names.
What's it called?
Thank God we didn't do lamb.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So it was Ufotable. Congratulations on them for the absolute insane animation work that you guys have done. I know you guys have been known for the Fate series, but I guess this is their real calling card, Demon Slayer. Yeah, that fight was like one of the most beautiful fights I've seen. A lot of fluid movements. They didn't really cheap out on much, not like One Punch Man season 2. Yeah, and it's super fluid and a lot of a lot of cuts, and it's cool. I just really like it. I love the attention to detail, and the low key. I don't know if he works exclusively for Ufotable, but Akira Matsushima, I think that's how you say his name.
Yes.
Who's a character designer and the lead animated the animation director. Real props to translating what's in the manga to the animated series.
You're a beast, man.
Yeah, if anything, it looks a lot better than the manga series. I mean, I think I showed you a little bit of panels, right?
Yeah,
it looks nowhere near the quality of the manga, the anime.
It's one that really surpasses it and just really elevates the source material
by a million times,
which you love to see, really, anytime.
Which is crazy because the Demon Slayer manga, it was popular, but it wasn't that. Like nobody was thinking like this is my favorite manga.
Yeah,
but then it was animated really, really well, and also like they added some scenes or they directed it really well. Which execution, it's just a showcase in execution, where it elevated the popularity of the manga 20-fold, but too late because it was ending by the time it got popular. But yeah, I really give props to that. But yeah, let's ask the main question. They readapted the movie into like a 8 episode arc, right?
Yeah. 8 or 9 episodes.
And it's like, and there's some controversy online. People were thinking like they're just gonna go straight to the Entertainment District arc.
Yeah. And
some people were thinking like, was it necessary? Some people are saying it was because they had more Rengoku scenes or had different cuts or improved on some things in the movie because a lot of people feared that the new stuff will be animation downgrade from the movie. And also it's just fluff and just them trying to milk the franchise because there's not much story material left. But what do you think? What do you think about that?
No way. Like honestly, I was expecting that as well. Like before I was like, should I just wait and then jump into the entertainment?
We're so sorry. A couple of mutant Hulk hound dogs have attacked our studio. I don't know if you guys could hear it because we're running out of headphones today.
Yeah.
So we're assuming you've
Seriously.
heard it.
Yeah, it sounds like there's dogs just barking the hell. Okay, anyway, what doesn't matter. No, I was gonna say, like, I think that it totally justifies itself because, like, I don't know, just there's that first opening episode, which is both new, just content in general. You get Rengoku like on his own little solo story.
Yeah.
He has his own thing, which is great. You get to know him better. You get to feel sadder when he dies. We know what you're doing. And it's just yeah, and it's beautifully animated throughout all of it.
It's like the animation didn't take a downgrade at all.
No, if anything, like there's even some improvements. It felt like at certain points.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is so good. Like when I watched the film, I enjoyed it, like for a lot of different reasons, and I thought the animation was great, and there's a lot of stuff to love. But I was like, I felt a little unsatisfied when Rengoku died. I was like, I don't really know if I knew this guy as well as I wanted to.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially with the villain too, like Akaza.
Yeah, we just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, he just shows up, and I was like, I don't really know if I even get this guy either. What I love about the show is how deep and complex each of the demons are. You know, not every single demon is like, you know, this complex web, but most of them, the main players usually have some kind of complex backstory and trauma or whatever, because that's really what the show is mostly about. You know, it's the tragedy of these characters' lives.
Yeah. They're all manipulated by somebody who uses their weaknesses against them as part of his own plan for evil domination and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So then I was like, I was a little let down with both the demons that showed up at the end. But now with the extended with the extended series and everything, we get a little bit more of Rengoku. It's a little bit of more focused on him, and it feels better. It feels a little more fleshed out. I know they re-edited little sections of it, so they didn't add like crazy amount of stuff, but just in the way they re-edited and sometimes even changed the dialogue, it felt like it improved everything better. It also gave it just like more time to breathe, so I felt like we were here for longer because we literally were in terms of runtime. But yeah, it's great. I enjoyed it a lot.
I did like the extra Rengoku stuff, and that was I think that was almost necessary. I think because I think like but I get why in the movie where you only have an hour and a half that you cut it back. I appreciate both formats. The movie is like this like really fun smash and grab version of the Mugen Train arc.
Exactly.
And actually, to be fair, that's probably the more faithful ad because literally just panel by well, actually no, never mind. They did add stuff.
Yeah,
it's that short that a movie had to add things from the manga, which we'll talk about Entertainment District arc. But then that's why it's funny when the anime adaptation came out and they were like they added even more stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, but it worked. It worked a lot, and then also it's not part of the Mugen Train arc, but the next step is the first episode of the Entertainment District arc, where they kind of cleared up, and they did it for the manga too, but more so in the anime where they cleared up the sudden appearance and explained why Akaza was there suddenly because he was being asked by Muzan to tail or just like to kill more Hashiras and basically tail the demon slayers.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like that they fleshed that out a little bit more. Even why Rengoku was there too, like him being there beforehand. And I guess at the end of season 1, we kind of get a little backstory for the guy on the train. Other than I guess he just likes.
Oh, he's super sadistic, crazy.
People die. Yeah, he's just a sadistic guy. It's like that's fine. It's not what I'm looking for, at least in the Demon Slayer. You know, demon.
He's a stepping stone for the. I think it's pretty much that purpose was just to show you like. Wow, it's so difficult to beat the lower moon arcs.
Yeah.
And then, wow, like, damn, that was crazy. And then the upper moon comes and just kicks their ass. To
Yeah.
establish the threat of the upper moons.
It was awesome. Like, it just showed how hard it was. And then when Akaza shows up, it's like, this guy is so beyond, like, any of them.
And he's only number 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll also say, a teaser for manga fans, you guys know, but teaser for the anime only fans. That Akaza gets, in my opinion, he has my favorite backstory, like when they get to that point with that character.
Nice.
And he does have a lot more scenes. So
I will say, as like rewatching it through the show and everything, I found myself really appreciating his character more.
Yeah.
Like a lot of just like subtleties and just like how he wanted Rengoku to change into a demon, and how at a certain point it didn't feel like he was like, you know, teasing or like fucking with him or anything. He was legit pleading with him, like, dude, please, come on, man, like, you can do this. This will be great. This will be great for the both of us. Like, trust me, this will be better, man. You don't have to worry about dying and whatever. and it's like yeah, that's great. And even like when he punches him through the chest, he's like, "Oh man, you're gonna die, dude! Like, come on!" And it's like, I don't know, it's just,
and that's a little different and more unique than the other ones. They're just straight about killing humans, but he's more about just the pure thrill of the fight, the combat, which I like.
Yeah, and how much he actually respects Rengoku and everything. And I love how he's just like basically just. Or he just calls him Kyojiro.
Yeah, Kyojiro.
Yeah, and he's like, come on, man.
And I like his fighting styles. Like
so much potential.
Like his like weird stance where he does, and it's like it seems like the most skilled.
Yeah. Like he's like a straight up fighter, which is great. Or like just hand to hand combat, which is dope.
Yeah.
Because you don't really see that in a lot of these dudes. Either they're just like monsters
or they're just real fast.
Yeah, they're really fast and strong, but he's like, no, he's actually like deflecting and like absorbing hits and doing stuff, and it's like, it's so dope. Yeah, it's great.
Let us get to the entertainment district arc. So in this one, we are introduced to the Sound Hashira, Tengen Uzui, and he's this Shinobu, right? Like Shinobu kind of ninja type Hashira who has the sound breathing, and he has 3 wives.
Super flashy.
Yeah, super flashy, super charismatic, super charming, and then basically
super handsome.
Yeah, super handsome too. Yeah.
He's got it all. It's not fair.
It's almost weird to say somebody's handsome in this anime because like all of them kind of look the same. Right?
Everyone's like gorgeous.
I know because it's an anime. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like he's he hires the help of Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu to help find his 3 wives in the entertainment district because they go missing. Yeah, they're sending him reports about a demon, and they suddenly stopped. Right, so he's trying to see what's going on with his 3 wives, which are
something's afoot.
Yeah, I think which is Hinashura, Makio, and Suma. Right.
Yeah. I believe so.
I'm so sorry if I butchered the first one, but yeah, those 3 wives,
also known as Calm, Crazy, and Crybaby.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're all reflective of the actual 3 demon slayers. Yeah. It's what's it called? Yeah. So so they go in, and it kind of starts off slow. You know, there's the little mystery investigating and stuff like that,
which I totally loved. By the way, I loved seeing this new look for like all these people, all these characters. Yeah, just physically, it was hilarious. Of course, seeing them like dressed like girls. Yeah, that was funny. Just they look silly, but also just getting a different kind of like style of like demon slaying, where specifically with like characters like Inosuke, where it's like he's always just like just charges and everything, and that's fun, and that's why we love him. But at the same time, getting a chance for him to actually think strategically, tactically, nice. I love seeing him like sneak around the palace, like trying to like like there's a little bit of an espionage going on. He's like listening, he's trying to figure out what to do,
and he's trying to get I think the Upper Moon 6, her name is Daki or something, like her weird little
belt
cloth belt things that he's like tracking and stuff, which is cool.
So great. And then eventually I like how he's like, you know what? Like, what the hell am I doing with all this thinking and stuff? That's not my style. And then he just like goes full, just like, boar head mode. But it's great. But again, you get to see that character development,
a different side from him, which is nice. Yeah, it was just so different from how he first was introduced, like with this weird blade.
Yeah, he's just all bronze, absolutely no brains. But now he's learned and he's gained just experience, knowledge. He's learning how to work with others better. All 3 of them are, which is great. And it's just like, I don't know, that's great. You love to see it. And also characters like what's his name, Zenitsu, where he's just like, I'm not gonna lie, he was my least favorite part of the show when it first started.
Yeah, but now he's kind of evolved and he's gotten more useful, and his technique has. Okay, let's be honest. Like his technique is super fucking awesome.
It's really like the only reason why I tolerated his character at first.
Yeah, because it looks cool.
He looks fucking awesome. It's badass. Like he's just zipping and cutting through everything. Anytime you add lightning or electricity to a character's design or like aesthetic or whatever, it's just like you're cheating. That's almost cheating.
But this one they like ended up to like not even 11, like 12. Yeah, like how stylish it looks.
It's great though. It's freaking awesome. Again, you see him like he's basically a speed demon, just slicing and dicing. No, but like I like that. Like again, at first he's just like a scary crybaby. He doesn't want to do anything, and it's like it's kind of weighing a little bit thin. But now you actually see him taking more control, and even while he's unconscious, he's actually speaking and he's actually like
talking.
Like
interacting.
Yes.
And like that one scene where he requested Daki to like apologize.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
It wasn't as powerful as it is in the manga. It was like real quick panel, small panel in there. When this one, like, they spend the full couple like a minute or so just like having him confront, because also he grabbed her hand. Yeah, and he got smacked, which I like. That's like a character development for Zenitsu.
Absolutely.
For being more brave and more bold and brazen. And that's why I'm excited when we get to the final arc, because his character gets even cool. In my opinion, I think that's like nice. Zenitsu at his peak.
Sweet. I'm still waiting. I'm excited to see him grow, because again, as he's training more, as he's like has all these different he really only has the one breathing form, which I think is great because he's like mastered it to such an insane level.
Yeah.
But like I want to see him do other stuff too. So I would love to see him do that eventually.
yeah, that was cool. It's a cool style.
Thunderclap and flash. Bam! It's like I just want to see more, man.
Yeah, I mean, like in Natsuke, even though I like his character a lot, his style kind of sucks.
In Natsuke,
the beast style.
The thing is, I was rewatching the first season and watching the fight between him and Tanjiro, like the first time they fight, where he's like fighting super low to the ground and like an animal and everything. So much fun. I was like, I want them to kind of bring this back more. His animal style fighting, where he's like super low and he's just like moving around and like,
weird ways,
disloying his joint. Yeah, it's like an unconventional style of fighting where someone just doesn't know how to fight him. Like that was really cool. But I don't know. They got a little bit into that, but yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they do into better. I mean, it was funny when he was like with his two blades like slashing at the
he's literally sawing off her head. He's like, that's great.
All right, so let's talk about the Sound Hashira for a bit. I know we kind of dipped into his three wives and how handsome he is. What do you think of his style? How do you think of his charisma and stuff like that? I love him. He's my personal favorite from the manga and the anime. And I'm actually sad that he's no longer going to be part of it.
Yeah, I was so scared he was going to die.
Yeah.
I was like, as soon as he got poisoned, I was like, dude, no, please. I really like this guy.
Yeah.
No, he won me over pretty much right away. He's so much fun. I love like his how he kind of like he doesn't stand for like the threes BS. Like he immediately is like like it's like mad at them or whatever. No, I love him. I think he's like his style, of course, super flashy, which is great.
And also like that reflects in his character design. It's like a mix between like a pop diva and a ninja.
Yeah, yeah. I get it. I love that backstory. The fact that he was like a ninja, so he was relegated to the shadows and had to be super stealthy. And then he's like, nah, I'm going all out, and he becomes as flashy as possible.
Yeah,
that's great. But no, I think I loved him as like.
And his fighting style is super
mentor
dope
for everyone else. Yes, dude. His dual wielding,
yes,
chain linked weapons, whatever the hell those things are called, because they're definitely not swords. They look like giant kitchen knives.
I know. and he has all these ninja tools where it's just like shinobi tools where it's like the flash bombs or something like that.
That's
cool. And the kunai is like, well, at least that's more the wives, but like with the Wisteria thing. Like both his combat style, his tragic backstory. And also like that tragic backstory informing his character and like how he fights. It's cool. That's why I liked him. Kind of sad he's gone.
Yeah, like his chemistry with with our big three. Was awesome to see.
It really looked really well.
Yeah, like I loved him versus Zenitsu a lot, where he's just like, you 3 wives and you're super good looking. What the hell? And he's like,
oh god, he has it all. And honestly, I'll say this, not to spoil anything, but he let's say he got off lightly, considering so where some of the characters go at the end. He was smart enough to know like, I'll quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah. No, for real. I love how like at the end at the finale when the Snake Ishara guy's like, oh, he's like, come on, man, you still like, how long before you're ready to fight again? He's like I'm missing a hand and an eye. Yeah, he's like, I think I'm good, dude. Like this is it for me. I killed the Upper Moon.
What have you done, Snake?
Yeah, exactly. When was the last time you killed someone? He's like, oh, just because it was like a lonely upper, like it was only level 6. I guess that's okay. Like that's like, that's kind of impressive or whatever. It's like, fuck you. No one's killed the Upper Moon in how long, dude?
Yeah, I know. She was talking about how she killed like 20 Hashiras or like Muzan. Yeah. Or 7 or 8.
She killed like 7, I think, and then the brother killed like 15 on his own. Like, what the hell?
Like, good luck, man. Good luck, Snakey.
Yeah, man. For real.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. And what do we feel? Okay, what do you feel about the setting? We already talked about it. I think the setting is super dope, super cool.
I love it.
Major improvement over everything. I like that it was one setting too.
Absolutely, yeah. I love again, the aesthetic lend itself to a completely different style. It's just really cool seeing this. Like, again, I love that the show takes place in this like transitional period where it's like, you know, the old school Japan is basically being left to history, and then now they're coming into the 20th century, and it's like this new changing of technology and style and stuff, and how out of place they feel, but how like it's still obviously, I don't know, like
evolving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Additions.
It's so great.
It's a unique look compared to like the other stuff that we've seen on the show.
Yeah, and it's what it works so well as like a fish out of water story for basically all three characters.
Yeah, except the what's it called, Tengen, who's like, it's all my life.
Yeah, he's like, I'm cool with this. Like this is he's totally down with it. But yeah, again, especially that's why I liked seeing characters like what's it called, Inosuke, in that kind of setting where it's like this is so far removed from what he's used to. He lived on a mountain by himself.
Yeah.
Now he's like in a city filled with people and lights at night, and he's just like, what the fuck? But like, it's great. And I like seeing that pushing the characters' like development to become something new. And so, I love that. Again, it's just like everything about this arc reinforced character development, which is like, yeah, you'll love to see that.
Yeah. What about the villain? I think I actually like some people think it's gimmicky, but I actually love the fact that it's siblings. And because also that kind of reflects on Nezuko and Tanjiro's thing, is a parallel.
Yeah.
And also, it's just unique and cool, and new challenges for the guys. They have to chop both of the siblings' heads off.
Yeah.
And you see two different fighting styles and two different character designs, so just more visual jizzery on screen.
Exactly.
Between Daki and Gyutaro, right? I think that's the brother's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the sickles and stuff.
I think it would have been very easy for them to basically have both siblings have like the same kind of fighting style or same powers or anything. Yeah, but it would just get so repetitive after a while. And I guess you could almost say that like it does get a little bit repetitive with like Daki in particular, because you see her
all she uses belts.
Yeah, she just uses her belts, and then that's pretty much all she uses for the entire fight.
And that's why I was like, thank God the brother came in.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's still a few more episodes left. Like, how much more are they really going to milk this?
How much more belts can we see?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Before like deflect a belt, cut a belt, deflect a belt, cut a belt. Yeah. And it's cool. I think it's really well done. It can be like, it's very interesting, and you know, as she gets more powerful and everything, more belts, faster, whatever. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But when, Gyutaro shows up and it's like a completely different style, another dual wielder, awesome. Yes. He's using the blood sickles, the fact that they're just poison and that it's toxic.
And he also has blood demon art, which is blood sickles.
Yeah, that are flying everywhere that like, they don't stop until they've hit something. Awesome. Really cool. And then he had a versatile styles where it's like, there's a swirling arm, there's like that whirlpool thing. He's like insanely fast and stuff. Like, it's just awesome. Like, it was good to see that that they were again switching it up and then having them fight together in tangent with all four of the Slayers kind of fighting at the same time. Really well done.
It's good. It's like a good way to have everybody shine, right?
Yeah.
Where everybody has different tasks and different things that they have to do. Where it's not just like the Hasha doing all the work or something like that. Kind of like how they were. It's a big growth from the Mugen Train arc, where they're just watching.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's what I love, because because when in the Mugen Train, when Tanjiro is watching them fight each other, he literally says like, I can barely keep track of them with my eyes. Like, I can't. And then like, of course, Inosuke is like, he's like, I literally can't help at all. Otherwise, I'd just be getting in the way and making things worse. But I love that in this one, it's like, no, after again the progression that you see them training, which I love when they show training montages, by the way, especially in the show. Yeah. But like, they show their progression and how much they've put into it, so that now they can not only just help, but really kind of help, just like basically, seal the deal.
Yeah, they're the ones who at the end, they're the ones who chopped off the heads.
Yeah.
And also, hey, let's talk about it. Tanjiro unlocked his Demon Slayer mark.
Yeah.
It just like, and this, I guess I'll just go into the difference between the manga and the anime. Where like, the manga, by the way, for this arc is super short and not insignificant, but they just treat it like a battle and move on. But in this one, it's like a full fucking season.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, it's the battle, like, let's just say this, the battle was like, this is how the beats went, and it's kind of similar to the show, but without, like, less flashy. Pretty much it's Daki versus Tanjiro. Oh, he has the upper hand. Oh no. And then Nezuko comes. Oh no. The Sound Hashira comes. Oh no. The other two come. The brothers come. Oh no. And it ends. But this one is like there are all these different elements, the sickles, and they're going through the entire city and all the speed things and extras. Like it's a lot more.
Nice.
Yeah, and it also has the meme where I think you showed me while watching it, where like just like where they're like, oh, we saved the city, but the city's destroyed.
Yeah, we did it, Patrick. We saved the city, and just all in ruins and flames.
Yeah, it's just hilarious.
Which makes sense. They're doing their best, but like,
is it possible with these guys?
Yeah, I did see someone like on Reddit that was like, I don't understand how it's on fire. Like none of their powers like could make things catch on fire, and it's like, what?
What about Nezuko's? Nezuko Fireblood?
Yeah, she was literally Fireblood. Like, but besides that, there's also Tanjiro with the sun breathing. There's definitely flames there. Also, there's like oil lamps and electricity, and like everything's made of wood. I don't know. There could be fires. Also, Tengen was using bombs. Like there's literally explosions. Like, what are you talking about? But whatever.
It's a viewer that doesn't pay attention to details.
Yes, people will always complain.
They're trying to do something. They're like, it can't be perfect. It can't be perfect. I mean, let's be honest. This show isn't perfect.
No.
When we get to the crying, actually, we won't get into the crying, but it's just like it's just a lot of people cry a lot. It reminds you, like, we just when we're like, wow, what is this? And it reminds you of the Shonen anime arc.
Yeah. When they're just like crying for like 5 minutes, and it's like, okay, I have no problem with the characters expressing their emotions, and this is a pretty heavy show most of the times in terms of like the themes that they're exploring and everything. A lot of tragedy and trauma and like, you know, self-reflection, whatever. So there's a lot of reason for emotions, but man, a lot of these characters really just bawl their eyes out, and it's always like this heavy, like I'm crying, and it's like, okay, it's a bit much.
Yeah,
it's a bit much is all I'll say. Okay,
but it is a common trend within. Yeah,
I know, I get it, and I accept it because of the godlike animation and the really kick-ass scenes, and a lot of it, honestly, again, I enjoy the characters the most part. That's just one thing that it does annoy me a little bit.
Yeah.
But like I said, the characters like Zenitsu, where it's like that's pretty much all he was doing at first, but now he's kind of not anymore. He's growing
crying
up
a little less, and he's doing more badasseries, lightning breathing attacks, which it is dope. All right, well, let's. What about the pacing overall? Do you think it was like, okay, so fans seem to be divided, where it's like they're like, it's just Dragon Ball but Demon Slayer, it's all about the fights, or some people think it was too slow because there was like 4 episodes dedicated at the beginning, which I actually loved. Oh,
me too. Yeah.
And some people think it's too fast, where it's just like, oh, it's over already. I don't think so, to be honest, because I'm like, in the manga, it's like it's one battle, you guys. It's just one battle. But what do you think?
No, I think the pacing is like really well done, honestly. Like you said, like the first 4 episodes where they're just kind of where things are building up, like pretty much they're just moving all the pieces into place and everything. That's part of the stuff I really loved. And then it's just and the action scenes and everything else just really just cap it off well. And again, each fight is different enough and interesting enough that it captures your attention, and the character progression that happens during the fights, like any good fight scene in really any kind of story, is what matters the most, and you love to see it. Like that's what you want, and I think it executes it so well that it's like I can't wait to see more. I can't wait. I love showing Tanjiro using his like the sun breathing and everything
for offensive, and it's like and the water breathing for defensive.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
that's cool.
That's so awesome. And again, showing that like is how much he's grown as a character, where like he couldn't even use the sun. He had to use sun breathing like maybe once before. Now he can use it multiple times throughout, and then he not only that, but he's mixing it with his other stuff, with his former styles and everything else, and then pushing himself so beyond that he eventually gets like the mark and everything, which is awesome. And then Nezuko's like adult form and everything.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
That's pretty cool. Because I'm not gonna lie, before she did that, like when you see Tanjiro and like the main 3 like training, I'm like, someone should really be training Nezuko too.
Yeah, but how though? Like how do we train demons?
I don't know, but nighttime training, at least physical hand-to-hand combat, which is why I loved when she just like tries to kick Daki like a few times, and Daki's like, is really kicking all you know how to do?
Yeah, I know, that's hilarious.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, no one's training her.
Yeah, it's like she just kind of so get her some training, man. I don't know, find another
demon.
Someone to give her that training, but whatever. And the point is that I really think it's paced very well overall, and like again, from the slow as it picks up to like just capping it off to like being a like just I don't know, awesome finale. Is there going to be another episode? Do you know?
No, this is the last one.
Ah, so sad.
I know, because it just ends with everyone crying.
Yeah.
So, um, so okay, so yeah, I think for me overall, I thought the pacing was really good. And the animation was fantastic. And pretty much to reiterate what you said, I think look, to complain about a fights on a show, it's a shonen anime, which is all about fights.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Hunter x Hunter, like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sick of Hisoka just fighting people. I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up. That's what we go for these animes for. But whatever.
It's called Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I know. It's like, if he doesn't slay demons, it's going against the purpose of the show.
Yeah.
But all right. So what do you think about season? Let's get to speculation for season 3. I mean, it's kind of cheating for me because I know the manga.
Yeah, I have no clue. I don't know.
So I'm curious. I'll ask you. Okay, what do you think? I mean, I told you the name of the arc. It's just like I forget. It's something village arc where they just
Swordsman Village.
Swordsman Village arc where they're just trying to get new swords and shit. And I'll say this: it has, and we saw a teaser where they introduced 2 more Hashiras.
Yeah, the Mist Hashira
and the Love. Which I don't give a fuck about, but I didn't like her at all. I didn't like her at all in the manga either. So I don't know why. I mean, I know why people really like her because of her look, but her character is kind of boring.
Look,
yeah, her look.
Just talk about flashy.
yeah. And the Mist. I like the Mist, not in that arc, but I like the Mist later on once we find out more about his backstory, especially who he's related to. Which I won't say. I'm like, oh shit, that's actually kind of cool. And
okay,
yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. Now, I know you're gonna speculate for.
I'm already jumping, making conclusions.
Oh fuck, we didn't even talk about it. We saw Upper Moon too.
Oh yeah, very briefly.
Yeah, he's like it's like not to say too much about his powers, but he's like he's icy kind of powers and stuff. He's cool. He's really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, you'll see. He's a very different type than Akaza, who is very hand to hand, and he's more like long range type of guy.
Cool. Again, that's what I love about the show. And we didn't even talk about the finale with the siblings, Daki and Gutaro, because like I love that they showed them.
Oh, their backstory was tragic and like honestly, it was heartwarming.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like God, like these siblings and everything. You see all the shit that they go through and everything that they have to like endure in their life. It's like, why would you not become a demon? And I feel like that's when the show is really at its best, is when it just gets you to sympathize with these like despicable characters.
Oh yeah,
like I'm sure that's gonna happen with Muzan or whatever, or it's gonna happen with other people.
Kind of, it does kind of in a weird way. Yeah, okay.
Because I'm like, I don't know, again, just speculating here, but I feel like
definitely with Akaza. No, actually, you know what? Pretty much everybody. No, never mind. I'll say this. More so with the upper ranks than with Muzan. But Muzan's different. He's a different beast. I don't want to say too much.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I love that it, at least so far, it's kept that thread for the most part where it's like all the characters, whether they're slayers or demons, have some kind of tragic backstory that has led them up to this moment, whichever side of the,
they're all victims of this society, like this Japanese feudal system or society that they live in.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's great. So for season 3, I'm expecting they showed those 2 Hashiras and everything. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really interested in either of those 2. Yeah. I'm like, I'd rather see the stone guy or the snake guy or the wind guy.
The stone guy, I think the stone guy is the monk, right?
Yeah, I don't know. He's crying and he's holding beads.
Yeah, that's the monk. That's the monk. Yeah. Okay. I'll say this. He has more of a role in the final arc. Okay. But it pays off when he fights. Yeah.
I just hope that we get to see all of them do stuff.
Oh, you will.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because I want to see all their powers and everything. That's dope. But yeah, so I'm just like the Mist and the loved one. I'm like, those are the 2 I care the least about.
Yeah, because they look lame. They look lame.
I'm not a real fan of their look that much, honestly. Like, yes, the loved one looks cute. We know. But like, whatever. I don't know.
The Mist, I'll say the Mist is, well, at least, honestly, I don't like the Mist until the final arc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got some kind of mystique to him, which I can appreciate. So again, I'm not not looking forward to like, let me rephrase that. I'm not disappointed that those are the guys that we're going to see, but I would have rather seen other people, but it's fine. I'm sure they'll handle it well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I imagine they said they're going to a swordsman thing. I imagine that like the demons will try to attack where they make a lot of their swords to like basically attack the resources of what the Demon Slayer core does. Maybe
that's closer. And then also say this: the swordsmith guy, who always gives shit to Tanjiro.
Yeah.
He has a slightly bigger role in this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's just kind of funny actually.
Interesting.
And I'll say this: the fight for the upper moon, I won't say which rank it is a lot longer in the next arc. So I'm kind of curious what they'll do.
Interesting. Again, with the fights, like I feel like this last fight was really stretched to its limit, you know? Because if you look at the fight between like Rengoku and Akaza, like
that was quick.
Yeah, it really wasn't that long of a fight. It was like what, like 2, maybe 3 episodes?
Yeah. And in the movie it's like 10, 15 or no, it's 20 minutes actually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sounds like much longer than it is.
But it goes by fast.
Yeah, it goes by super fast. So I'm nervous. And this last one, it was stretched out for a long period of time, but there was a lot of different elements.
Yeah, and there was like 2 different. It was like 2 in 1 type of villain.
Yeah, it's like Daki's fighting like, you know, Tanjiro, then she's fighting this guy, and then there's also this blah blah. There's like all these different characters, and like it turns out there's 2 demons and like all this stuff. So it's like
I'll say this, you'll get excited. You know the Wind Hashira, which you know what, I really do like the Wind Hashira. The angry looking guy who stabs Nezuko.
He's extremely scarred up and everything. Yeah.
You know how his brother.
Sure, he has a pleasant backstory.
Yeah, you know his brother is a demon slayer too, right?
Is that the one that was with them on the mountain?
Yeah, that's his brother. Yeah, that's his brother. Like
that little Scarface.
You find out his powers, and you also find out and he helps them fight demons in the next arc. And actually, you know what? He's my favorite part of the next arc.
Okay.
Yeah, because his powers is actually very unique and cool.
Yeah. All right.
And they kind of hint at it before when you see that like he got cut but wasn't bleeding and stuff. Remember in season 1, or he got real buff too out of nowhere.
I don't remember.
Yeah. There was a scene where like Tanjiro's like, "Whoa, you're not bleeding, huh?"
Oh.
And yeah, but they explain why, and it's really cool. Like, there's no other Slayer with a power like him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, that's what I love about the show. I love all the different powers from the demons and the Slayers. I like to see how they can fight in combination with each other and against other different kinds of demons and stuff. So, yeah, let's keep it coming. I'm excited for season 3. But yeah, that's pretty much my speculation. I imagine that the Hishara are going to go against like the
another
demons.
upper moon.
Yeah, another upper moon that they send, because they have to keep, you know, going up, and they this last one was only against upper 6.
Yeah,
so that leaves at least 5 other
4,
ones.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
I'll say this, at least with the last one, because they do replace the upper moons, right?
Yeah.
Like once they do, and it's and we get, I don't want to say spoiler, but there's an interesting like fusion of what humans know how to fight and also the demon stuff, demon blood arc in the final arc, and it's really exciting.
Okay.
So, and in the final arc, it's crazy because they do 1 upper moon per arc. In the final arc, it's like 5.
Jeez.
And I'm just like, whoa! It's just extended, but it's cool. It's like it's almost like a tournament arc, but with like in an infinite fortress. You know his infinite fortress that he has, but it's like it's in that infinite fortress.
Sick. Okay.
I'm so excited. Like, please, let's flash forward to 3. Like, don't be Mappa. Just focus on this. Mappa is like doing what? Fucking Attack on Titan season 4. They're doing Jujutsu Kaisen, the movie, and season 2, and they're also doing Chainsaw Man. And I'm like, that's just too much, man. Just like,
yes, that is a lot. I'm sure those animations are gonna be insane. Like,
they're not the only animation studio, guys.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that though. Yeah. Okay. You want to wrap this up?
Yes. All right. For ratings, I just put this. I put it on the shelf, which is pretty generous considering this is like a very short fucking manga arc that they stretched out to an entire season.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I loved it a lot. I mean, by the end, it might be like I'm suspecting, because they're improving the manga so much, that I might put this like in the museum, despite all the crying and the shonen crying.
Yeah.
The shonen like all moments. I call them wow, oh my gosh, no. But I enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna also put it on the shelf for now. I imagine just like
it's on my weeb shelf.
Yeah, like I would honestly put it in the museum just for the animation.
Oh yeah.
At this point. True. But I feel like I'm enjoying the story so much. I'm enjoying all the character development and everything. But I want to see how it eventually wraps itself out before I put it in the museum. So,
yeah.
But for now,
more satisfying than Attack on Titan. But yeah, I'm just kidding. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll get an Attack on Titan. If I'm enjoying it so far.
Oh no, I'm not gonna get into it.
That's another conversation.
It's a whole minefield.
Give us your thoughts on Attack on Titan. No, but yeah, on the shelf.
Thank you guys. All right, thank you guys for another episode of Half a Clue anime review. I won't call it we because it feels less weird. Anime TV review. What do you guys think of this episode? How do you guys think we could do better? Should we recover more anime content? Recommend us some anime series or films that we could see. Maybe do classics. Maybe we do the Akira guy's like old works and stuff, because I know like there's a lot of anniversaries for his shit. His shit's weird.
Ghost in the Shell show. That was a fun time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Throwback.
Yeah, that's getting old. All right, thank you guys. And if you guys like us and like our content, please follow us on Instagram, and we will be coming on Spotify soon. I said that last time, but our submission process is taking a lot longer than expected. Freaking Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Jeez. But yeah, no, we'll be on there soon enough. You guys will be able to catch us there, but you'll always be able to catch us here. So yeah, give us a like, comment, subscribe. We love hearing from you.
Da, 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 da. Bye.